because I have a lot of exposition to explain the whole thing, and then you follow these guys. I had originally thought, well, I'm going to have the whole cast over at the hotel on Saturday or Sunday. We'll have a get-together brunch. And Francis Lawrence, the director, says, Cooper Hoffman doesn't want to meet you. I said, really? Why? He said, he's afraid he might like you. I said, oh, I get it. I understand. I get the process. I respect the process completely, so I canceled the lunch. And I said, and by the way, tell Cooper, I guarantee when he meets me, he will like me.
It's true.
It strikes me the novel was published in 1979, and you would have been age appropriate to be one of the walkers if you had made a movie then. Do you have a character that you would have wanted to play if they made the movie?
Well, they're all great in different ways. That's what's so good about his writing, is he makes them so distinctive. I mean, the bringing in the mother of one of the characters that humanizes them in a way that you hadn't seen before. No, I don't think so. I would be happy to have played any of those characters, but well, listen, I thought it was my idea. I reread the book and I said, oh no, it's in the book. Because I said to Francis, what if I never take my glasses off? Because I want to dehumanize him, make him as much of a cipher or an automaton as I can. Because when I was prepared to do a really severe military cut and everything, but when I put on the cap, I thought, well, that pretty much does it. I don't really have to do anything with hair. When I put on the glasses, it makes him more and more, unrelatable as a human being. And I thought that was my idea, and I was rereading the book. I think it's in the book that he never takes his glasses off. I'm not sure.
Well, you have a lot of experience playing opposite a character who has sort of covered eyes and a mask.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Guyver. We're talking about the Guyver.
Yeah, whatever.
Oh, I never saw it. And it's not because I didn't want to see it. Usually what happens is if they have a premiere or something, I'll always go. But if they just release it, sometimes they don't even tell you. So, and it's always expectations. I've always said one of the reasons I think it worked out for me to play the Joker was right around that time they announced that Michael Keaton was going to play Batman. And all the fans freaked out. Oh, he's Mr. Mom, he's a comedic actor, before they'd even seen it. Now, within weeks of that, they asked me to come in and audition for the Joker, and I thought, normally you have performance anxiety. If you really want something, and I tell actors this, even if you don't feel that way, act aloof. Act like you don't care, because there's a certain neediness that can bleed through and make people uncomfortable. But with the Joker, I thought, if they freaked out about Mr. Mom being Batman, how are they going to freak out about Luke Skywalker being the Joker? It's just not going to happen. And because of that, I knew I couldn't get it. I had no performance anxiety whatsoever. I just went in there thinking, I'm going to make them really sorry they can't hire me. And I just let it rip, and I'm driving out of the parking lot real cocky, like, try and find a better Joker than that. And then, of course, the minute they said, you're hired, I went, oh no, I can't do this. I told you I wanted to play a villain that had never been done before, Two-Face or Clayface or, any other character that had not been done before, because I thought, my friend, leave it to another actor to say this. Boy, that's pretty brave. I said, playing the Joker. I said, why? Well, I wouldn't want to follow Jack Nicholson in anything. Oh no! And that was the only direction, by the way, on the copy. It says, don't think Nicholson. And, I wouldn't do that anyway. But like I say, that really turned my career around in voiceover. I've been giving these parts recently, like in House of Usher. That would have been a routine character for me in voiceover. But to play an amoral, sociopathic lawyer, just pure evil, never on camera. So I really have to thank Mike Flanagan, because he thought outside the box. Yeah. He is amazing, this man. So talented, not only as a director,